In 2026, the problem is the floor is also dropping, not just the ceiling. So you were trained to be a therapist. You were not trained to think about business models. And if this is the first time you've ever heard this type of a conversation, I want to encourage you to listen to it again so that it really makes sense for you. Okay. When you walked into your private practice doing what you saw other people doing, assuming that it worked for them, that it would also work for you. And for a long time, you might have, done okay with that. But what has happened is in the last 10, 15 ish years, um, if you've started with that insurance based kind of practice model, you've probably noticed that things are shifting, right? It used to be that the conventional wisdom said that a cash pay practice wasn't sustainable. It doesn't align with a model that really will allow you to have the amount of people coming in to give you a really great practice because people need to use their insurance. So at that time, 10, 15 years ago, everybody wanted to get on panel. Getting credentialed was all the rage. And it's not to say that people aren't still doing that, but I would just say that in 2026, this exact model is dealing with things like stagnant or shrinking reimbursement rates, threatening letters from the insurance companies promising audits or potential clawbacks, um, month long delays on even getting credentialed to begin with, terrible reimbursement rates that are, declining consistently. I've even seen people, practitioners who've done nothing wrong, who are still fully licensed, have been on panel, having their position on the panel rescinded as insurance companies exercise their clause for terminating without cause, meaning you've done nothing wrong and we just don't want you here. All of that has created more stress, higher costs, shrinking margins, and it's a model that probably is on its last legs. Part of that is because the growing partnership between the insurance companies and VC backed platforms means that you are no longer their primary partner. They are.